Ladies and gentlemen, I have always opined on this platform many times that in politics nothing happens out of mere coincidence, and that everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objective. Nothing in politics just happens for the sake of it. Where is Rigathi Gachagua? That is the question which most Kenyans are currently asking. Because if you've been following the political development in the Republic of Kenya very closely, you should have noted that Rigathi Gachagua is missing in action. Yesterday, Yoweri Museveni arrived in the country for a 3-day state visit. Yoweri Museveni was received at the airport by none other than Musalia Mudavadi, who is the Prime Cabinet Secretary, or let's put it, the Minister for Foreign Affairs. And I remember asking you guys why it is Mudavadi who received Museveni and not the Deputy President. And today I expected to see Rigathi Gachagua at Statehouse. Rigathi Gachagua was missing at Statehouse, which begs the question, why is Rigathi Gachagua boycotting William Ruto's events? Because that's not the first event Rigathi Gachagua boycotted. Let me take you back to 10th. On 10th of June, William Ruto, through the Cabinet Secretary for Interior, Professor Kithure Kindiki, gazetted the 10th day of May as the day for planting trees. So it was a national holiday. The entire cabinet were across the country planting trees. They were assigned. William Ruto was in Murang'a. Moses Kuria, for example, was in my constituency, actually in my village in Nyakach. The others were all over. Rigathi Gachagua was nowhere. Most of you did not take note of it, which means Rigathi Gachagua boycotted that event. It did not end there. Yesterday, William Ruto met with the US ambassador to Kenya ahead of his visit to the United States of America. Rigathi Gachagua was missing. William Ruto met with the KTDA factory chairmen and directors. Rigathi Gachagua has been talking about our tea, our coffee, and blah blah. And I remember William Ruto assigning him the role of overseeing the process. But he was missing. Why was he missing? William Ruto also met with the European Union delegation to Kenya. Rigathi Gachagua was missing. There was also the swearing in of judges of High Court of Kenya. Rigathi Gachagua was missing. But today, at least, I expected Rigathi Gachagua to be present. He was missing. Where is Rigathi Gachagua, and why is he boycotting these William Ruto events? In this video, I want to explain to you guys why Rigathi Gachagua is boycotting these events. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, allow me to dive in. But before I dive in, allow me to also take this opportunity to thank the following people. You are seeing their names on the screen there for the coffee which they sent to me earlier today. You can also do the same using the numbers you are seeing on your screen. A cup of coffee only goes for 200 bob, but you can do more. Ladies and gentlemen, why do you think Rigathi Gachagua is boycotting William Ruto's events? Now, let me go to Musalia Mudavadi's page and allow me to just pick a photo. There is this post which Musalia Mudavadi made today on Museveni. Now, if you go through that post, this post here, I fully agree with His Excellency. I don't know whether you can be able to see it. That post there, hopefully you are able to see it. Okay, that one there. Now, if you open those photos, you will come across one very interesting photo, which I want to share with you. This photo here. What can you tell me? What can you say about this photo? In that photo, there is Mudavadi, there is Professor Kithure Kindiki, there is Eden Duale, there is the AG, Justin Muturi, and then I think this is Malonza, or one of the women cabinet secretaries. Now, I want to tell you something about this photo. These are the guys William Ruto is currently depending on. But one of the individuals in this photo will soon be leaving the WhatsApp group. Can you guess who the person is? The person who will soon leave this group is none other than Justin Muturi. He's also going to be forced out. But William Ruto will be depending on these people. Mudavadi, Professor Kithure Kindiki, Eden Duale. This photo here can explain to you why Rigathi Gachagua was absent. But without wasting a lot of your time, why do you think Rigathi Gachagua boycotted this event? Number one is the fallout in Kenya Kwanza. You know, in this world, there are certain things you can hide. But there are others you cannot hide. For example, when the sun is up there, you can't hide it. When there's moon there, you'll always sight it. When truth is said, it will always manifest. In fact, there is no way you can hide the truth. And the truth of the matter is that there is a fallout in Kenya Kwanza between William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua. Just the same way there was a fallout between William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta. But at least for Uhuru and Ruto, it took time. It took time. At least they were able to hide it until the second term. But this one is manifesting itself less than 2 years. So I don't know whether Kenyans will be able to pursue it until the end. I don't know whether Kenyans will be entertained until the end of the first term. But on the fallout, I think Rigathi Gachagua boycotted this because he's being accused of sponsoring Limuru 3. So that's number one. Number two, Rigathi Gachagua, I've always told you, is one politician who pretends to be just there, but very wise strategically. So Rigathi Gachagua has been monitoring William Ruto, his activities against him, and the fact that Ruto is sponsoring people like Ndindi Nyoro to sabotage him. And because Rigathi Gachagua is not Uhuru Kenyatta, would just keep quiet. Rigathi Gachagua cannot keep quiet. So Rigathi Gachagua probably might have confronted Ruto over this. And then he told Ruto, if I can't get an answer, please, no. I mean, a truthful man, I don't want to lie. I don't want to pretend that things are okay, that when they are not okay. So that could be the third reason why Rigathi Gachagua boycotted this event. The third reason why he boycotted this event, in my view, is that Rigathi Gachagua is keen on winning the support of the mountain. Currently, William Ruto's rating in the mountain is at its lowest, which means for Rigathi Gachagua to win the support of the mountain, he must be seen not to be on the same camp with William Ruto. He must be seen to be fighting Ruto. Then he'll be able now to consolidate the mountain as Rigathi Gachagua. Remember, there is Limuru 3 tomorrow. Rigathi Gachagua would not have wanted a situation where he's seen with the president, and then tomorrow there's a Limuru 3 conference. The resolution is that they're inviting everybody, and indeed, if it is sponsored by Rigathi Gachagua, he would not want anything between him and the Kikuyu nation. Because if he can back the Kikuyu nation in his pocket, Rigathi Gachagua will be home and dry. So I tend to think that Rigathi Gachagua is actually playing Mount Kenya Politics by boycotting that event. He will be seen like, oh, kumbe Rigathi Gachagua is not a joke. He's not going to play with William Ruto. Number 3, if you followed newspapers today, there was a story about Rigathi Gachagua's office. They want some money for innovations. You how much? This one's going for curtains. You these billions for what? It was over 1 billion. Do you want to tell me that William Ruto's office was not affected? Why only Rigathi Gachagua's office? It means someone somewhere is out to sabotage and to undermine Rigathi Gachagua. And because Rigathi Gachagua is a wise man, he read the signs that these articles here are sponsored. So I'm not going to fall for them. And it's just protesting. Number 4, Rigathi Gachagua is also plotting for 2027 or 2032 politics. In 2027, Rigathi Gachagua wants to become William Ruto's running mate. He can only do that if he has value. And for Rigathi Gachagua's value to increase, he must play hard. Rigathi Gachagua is playing hardballs on Ruto. In fact, what I'm seeing here is dangerous. He wants to force himself as a presidential candidate, as a running mate. And if that will not work, Rigathi Gachagua wants to run for the presidency. And for him to achieve all those, one thing must happen. He must win the support of the mountain. And winning the support of the mountain would mean kicking Ruto out of the mountain. That is something William Ruto is not going to allow. So probably behind the curtains, he might have been told, please do not venture into the politics you are venturing in, the Mount Kenya. But he believes he ni mtu wa Mount Kenya. So he must go to the ground and convince them. So if you ask me, 2027 politics. And lastly, it's about Mount Kenya kingpin. Just like William Ruto rebelled against Uhuru, Rigathi Gachagua is also following the same path. He's following the same path. So tomorrow, let us wait and see what's going to happen in Lemuru. If Rigathi Gachagua will be attending or not. I'm told he's out of the country. He sneaked out of the country. He's likely to come back tomorrow. Even if he will not attend that event, but of course we'll be able to know from the tone of the speeches down there. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.